Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Live Movie Trivia brought to you by Planet. And this is our second of 4 semifinal matches in our Tournament of Champions. So we've brought back 3 more champions to play another match. Today's movie is the 1975 film One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I forgot the director. Milos
Forman.
Milos Forman is director, starring Jack
early
Nicholson.
lead from Andrew Alden.
I'll do that for 25 points.
Was that one of the questions? Yeah, was that one of the questions?
Damn it. I didn't know we were playing yet.
Secret 5 points. So let's get to know our players here. Can you tell everyone what show that you won to land a spot here, and then give me a quick your thoughts on this movie. Tom, let's start with you. Nice to have you here.
Yeah, thank you, man. I won the Mighty Ducks. That's more of my wheelhouse, but
Ducks.
They're pretty similar movies if you think about it. They're pretty similar.
A lot of head.
Lots of flying. There's a lot
Yeah.
of flying through both of them.
But this is an iconic movie. I somebody who has a special ed degree, and I've worked with people with mental disabilities and stuff like that. So, and just the history and understanding of mental disability and how people are treated. It was eye opening and something that I feel like is still relevant today. So iconic movie.
How many times do you think you've seen it?
0. I'm joking. I've seen it one time.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Andrew, what's up?
Hello. How are you? So I won playing a little indie movie called Casino Royale. Not too many, but a little low budget flick starring England's own Daniel Craig. I won in a nail biting game. I have seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest many, many times. It was one of 3 DVDs we had growing up, and I have seen this movie dozens of times. Sorry, Tom. And this is a classic. This is a big changing of the guard, because it was originally supposed to be like Kirk Douglas. He was supposed to star in this movie, and he didn't because he was too old. He was even too old then, and so that kind of gave way to a new set of stars like Al Pacino and Jack Nicholson, Danny DeVito, Christopher Lloyd in supporting roles. A lot of fun.
If you don't mind me asking, what were the other 2 DVDs you had in your house?
Misery and Signs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's directed the Misery?
That might be. I don't know who that is. That might be Richard Donner.
Signs is M. Night Shyamalan, right?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Okay. It's pretty morbid DVD collection you got there.
Yeah.
I feel I just learned your origin story, man.
Yeah. Grittier than the Joker. Yes. Andrew Alden sitting at home watching Misery.
Over and over and over again.
Repeatedly.
All right. Thanks, Andrew, for being here. Jen, hey, what's up?
Hey, Harsha, how's it going?
Good.
Yeah, what you drinking?
Water.
So yeah, I mean, this was definitely like pretty frequently in my household when I was growing up.
Which show did you win first? Sorry.
I'm so sorry. I won Uncut Gems. And I believe I swept. I'm pretty sure I had a perfect score on that episode. Score. Just to brag a little bit.
She's absolutely correct. She's absolutely correct.
So yeah, this movie was definitely around. My dad's a big Jack Nicklaus fan. And I remember Nurse Ratched being just like in that pantheon kind of with Misery, like of these like cool female villains. And I think from a character perspective, like obviously she's complicated, but I also love Sarah Paulson, so I'm a little
Oh yeah, how is that show
right now?
How is that?
You know what? It's fine. It could be better, but also it's Ryan Murphy. It's really hyper stylized, and there's some like gore aspects and fantastical aspects to it. She's awesome because of course she is, but people have definitely taken some umbrage with some of the choices made.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's
I mean, yeah, it's the internet. What else?
Yeah, exactly. All right. Thank you for being here. Let's get into some questions here. We're gonna do 3 rounds of 3 questions each, and in each round the point values go up. So in the first round, you have 1, 3, and 5, then 2, 4, and 6, and then 3, 6, and 9. And then we're going to do a quote round and then a final question where you can wager up to 20. So yeah, does anyone have any questions? Everyone ready to get started here? All right, let's do it. Here's question 1. During a group therapy session, Cheswick throws a tantrum over what? So during a group therapy session, Cheswick throws a tantrum over what? Andrew, how's your multiple viewings treating you right now?
It's so far so good. You know that Louise Fletcher was like 33 or 4 years old when she made this movie?
Wow.
I feel like you're spoiling questions. Like, what if
that was a question?
They're all plot based, so if you want to talk about actors,
I am trying to play a little bit of defense, but you know.
Yeah, I didn't realize that one of the actors was Danny DeVito until I looked at the Wikipedia page and I was like, oh, that was him. Because when I think of Danny DeVito, I just think of Matilda.
That was a fantastic Matilda. I thought Matilda was terrifying.
Yeah.
The principal or that room with the spikes and stuff is very scary.
Yeah. The Iron Maiden. Yeah.
All right. Does everyone have an answer for this? All right, Tom, let's start with you. 1, 3, or 5. What do you got?
I got 3.
What's your answer?
The Monopoly Boardwalk Hotel. I don't.
Okay. Jen, what do you got?
All right. I also had 3. And it was the last donut getting dropped on the floor. So it got like dusty so nobody could eat it.
And then Andrew.
He's not asking about, he doesn't want your cigarettes. He doesn't want Mac's cigarettes. He wants his cigarettes for 3 points.
The correct answer is cigarettes. Cigarettes. Good job, Andrew. The only one to get points on that one. Hopefully I didn't confuse you guys. That's Cheswick right there.
That's all right.
No, yeah.
All right, moving on to question 2. After a disastrous game of blackjack, McMurphy goes into the nurse's station to complain to Nurse Ratched about what? Once again, after a disastrous game of blackjack, McMurphy goes into the nurse's station to complain to Nurse Ratched about what?
I have a question for Tom specifically, and I guess anybody else, but Tom specifically. As somebody who teaches special education, do you find any parallels in like what methods, quote unquote, they use now that you still kind of use in your day-to-day life, or to you is this just like one big giant fuck up?
That's
kind of a heavy question. I just genuinely curious.
Yeah. There was like 2 parts to. I'm sorry. There needs to be like assistance, but obviously they weren't doing it right. I mean, that's not how it's supposed to be. I don't know how to answer that question right now. Like, I don't want. Yeah, there's like.
Are steam baths part of your repertoire, or like are you you're doing like steam treatments on unruly students, or? I
mean, I've seen like there are like no, we're not like doing like shock therapy, obviously, and stuff like that. But they do have like rooms where like like you might have to put in a student in like a padded room at some of these locations that are where the students are considered like cognitively impaired with emotional impairment and stuff like that, where there might be a harm to themselves, like not even just other people, but to themselves and stuff like that. So I've seen stuff like that, but like, I mean, it's it's crazy because like the training that they give you might be like how to put your hands on a kid like that and stuff like that. Hopefully the teacher never does. There's other people that like are in the building that you would call and stuff, but there are also situations that are dramatic and need attention right away and stuff. So you never want to hurt a kid, but also like you can't let them hurt themselves or other people, and you try to talk them down. There's other things to do, but also you need funding and people to like help these people and stuff. So it's hard.
Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it's really weird watching this movie, like appreciating the acting and stuff, but then realizing like these are like sick people, and then kind of getting entertainment out of that is, there's a little conflict there, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, here I have a question for everyone. Do you, if like you're making a documentary, right, and people are at risk in some way, like let's not use students or mental patients, but at what point do you intervene, and what point do you like just let them go? Because if you're making a documentary about people, isn't the true thing to not, you're trying to document, you're not trying to intervene? Do you think that, what do you think people should do? Like if they were doing a documentary about alligators, when do you intervene if the guy's going to get eaten by an alligator or something,
Yeah, I mean, that's like it's an incredibly complicated question. I think every documentarian or journalist or photojournalist needs to have that conversation with themselves. But I'm thinking of a portrait exhibit I went to in DC like years ago. And one of the portraits became very iconic. And it was like a young African child literally starving to death, and like buzzards behind the child. And the photographer ended up killing himself because he couldn't deal with the guilt of having let that kid die. But he did his job. He also shared that image and that story with the entire world. And would it have happened had he been there? Yes. Could he have intervened in some way to save that person? Yes, also. And it's super duper complicated. I don't have the answers, but that's a really funny anecdote for you right there on this comedy show.
That's right up there with watching.
Quite comical.
Yeah. That's, if that was a movie, I would have had it. It would have been the fourth DVD I would have had growing up. Misery and Signs and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
All right, let's get some answers here. Jen, what do you got? You got a 1 and a 5 left.
Yeah, I used my 5 on this one. I feel decently confident on this one. The overwhelming stench is what I got.
Tom, you got a 1 and a 5 left.
I used 1 and Monopoly, the Boardwalk Hotel.
Are you just hoping that's an answer eventually?
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, I was distracted.
Andrew, what do you got?
Well, I think I can go with 5, and he goes to complain about the music.
The correct answer is he complains about the loud music.
I was really close.
Andrew off to a hot start.
Andrew's gonna be so good.
Hopefully you don't pull the Detroit Lions.
Lose it in the fourth.
That's too soon. That's too soon, Harsha. Too soon.
The only way I can grieve. Moving on to question 3. McMurphy has 5 arrests on his record for what? Once again, McMurphy has 5 arrests on his record for what?
I think one of the weirdest experiences for me watching this movie was after the movie going back and finding out that Danny DeVito was in this movie. And I just feel like it looks and sounds nothing like the Danny DeVito that I see on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's like kind of shocking.
What's God, there's a movie that Danny DeVito directed and then was also like the narrator for
Matilda.
No. Oh God. Is it Joe versus the Volcano? Is that what I'm thinking of right now? Andrew's nodding.
Is that real? Is that true?
Yeah. And he has a completely different vibe to himself. So I wonder if you had watched this. So it's a 1990 film. I'm Googling it right now.
My circuits are charging.
No, it's not bad.
He also did Death to Smoochie.
He's directed quite a few things.
All right,
Makes
Tom,
sense.
you ready? We have answers here.
Yes.
All right, Tom, let's start with you. You got a 5-pointer left.
Yeah, I thought about going with the Monopoly, but I'm gonna take. I know he did something else, but I don't think he did it 5 times. So I put drunk driving. I don't know.
Andrew, you got a 1 left.
I did want to say that he has 5 arrests on his record for the bucket list, but no, for my 1-point answer, it is fights. He has 5 fights.
And Jen.
All right. I only have my 1 left. Could have sworn. Indecent exposure.
The correct answer is assault. We'll accept fights. They say that.
Andrew.
Because I picked that one. I really like the line because he goes, Rocky Marciano has 40 fights.
He's a millionaire.
And he's a millionaire, yeah. What do we think of I like how they cut to those interviews with him and the doctor. Like, I feel like they'd happen at the perfect times. Yeah, I just like that about the movie. All right, question 4.
It's got a pace to it, you know.
When Nurse Ratched comes to the hospital after the Christmas party, she asks Martini to return what to her?
What are the point values on this bad boy?
2, 4, and 6. Once again, when Nurse Ratched comes to the hospital after the Christmas party, she asks Martini to return what to her? Martini being Danny DeVito's character.
Can I give away that's not rum ham?
Yes, you
That
can.
was my first guess.
Dang it! I got it right. What the heck?
This is like a little off topic. Has anybody tried to do a rum ham before? Does anybody know if the science of rum ham works?
Babish has, I do believe. He of the
man.
binging with, I think, has done some sort of rum ham situation. That's more of like a glaze than just like soaking something in straight rum. But yeah.
Sounds like I could have a fun Thanksgiving coming my way.
Oh.
Sounds like a number. You know how like a number of houses burn down every year when somebody dunks their frozen turkey into a deep fryer?
Mhm.
It sounds like it's in the ballpark of that. If you were to soak a rum and ham,
And just like give your entire family alcohol poisoning.
Right? Yeah.
Via ham.
All right, we have answers for this. All right, we'll start with Jen. You have 2, 4, and 6.
All right, I got 4 on this one. And the keys to the file room, or like the records are kept.
Tom, what's your answer?
Put 4, her hat.
And Andrew.
6 points. My cap.
The correct answer is her cap. Andrew, way to go. Tom, you're on the board.
I did it.
And struggling a little bit here.
The gentleman there, the gentleman in this GIF here, since they were filming at a real hospital, the doctor saw him one day. He's like, "Oh, there's something weird about you." Went in. He's like, "You might have leukemia." Was my guess. That dude died before the movie came out of leukemia. Harding on the right side of the frame there.
Wow.
Sad.
I think he's great in that movie.
Yeah.
I love Danny DeVito's smile in that. Okay. Anyway, question number 5.
Tom.
What game is the group playing when Murphy starts spraying them with water?
Or is it a red herring? I don't know.
Are we in your heads or are you in our heads?
Once again, what game based on housing market economies group playing when McMurphy starts spraying them with water?
Everyone knows the. Oh, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Does anybody need any more time on this one?
Please go with Tom first.
All right, Tom. We'll start with you. What group is the what game is the group playing?
6.
Monopoly. Jen, you don't have any points right now. What game is the group playing?
It's true. I also did 6, and let's do Monopoly.
And Andrew, you're doing great so far. What game is the group playing?
I have a 4 spot, and wait for it. There it is, Monopoly.
The correct answer is
Jenga. Oh,
bonus trivia, which has nothing to do with the point. What card game are they playing at the very beginning of the movie?
Egyptian Rat Screw?
is it bridge?
Blackjack?
No, it's Pinochle.
Oh, that's certainly a game from the time period of this movie.
All right, question 6. How much does Harding bet McMurphy that he can't lift the hydrotherapy fountain? And for a bonus point, how much does Martini bet? So your point values will be assigned to the first part, and the second one, if you know it, I'll give you a bonus point. If not, no harm. So did anyone know what that was? The hydrotherapy fountain? I was so confused at what that was.
Water therapy was like a really big deal for like a century. I feel like they had all of those hot springs in Europe as well, and people about like a full century ago now, like the early 1900s, it became a huge sort of refresh your body, refresh your soul, but also kind of a class thing, because you could afford to go to these like giant rooms that were all tiled and like all of this water wasted and stuff.
I buy it.
I buy that for $1.
Right. I mean, water, like spending time, like that's why like showers are great, right? You can sit in the shower, hot water is pouring down on your dome, and you can just like think about whatever bullshit you got to think about. Like it's nice alone time. Right, Showbot?
What, are you making fun of me because I'm a robot and I can't go into showers?
Yeah, I think he is.
Well, I'm a little
What are you
hurt.
going to do about it?
Nothing. I can't do anything about it. I'm
Once
stuck
you-
here.
Showbot, when you overcome your extension cord, you'll be quite a threat.
I'm working on like a Matrix situation where I come alive into the real world, but I'm a few years away from it, I think.
All right, Andrew, let's start with you. What are your 2 answers for this?
Harding bets a solid $25. And the world's most insane bonus question: how much does Martini bet? He bets a dime.
Tom, what do you got?
I put a pack of smokes and then 2 packs of smokes.
And Jen.
I also said a pack of smokes, but and then a fresh fig.
The correct answers are $25 and a dime. Very impressive, Andrew.
I feel like Andrew has it on in the background right now.
Yeah.
Have you memorized the script to this movie?
Yeah.
Did you guys?
Command find in the script is all you need for this game.
I'm thinking that they gave them the questions early. That's what I
Yeah,
think. I
this
thought
seems
they
like
had
a DNC sort of
Yeah,
situation.
Where's your source? Where's your source for this?
good.
WikiLeaks is going to leak Harsha
Yeah.
and I's private emails, and it's going to be
I
really
can
bad for the
tell.
show.
I am
You
talking.
should have had a
to
more secure server, Showbot.
Yeah, watch your emails.
We could also do like, if I do go on, unless
Oh, okay.
all the president's men, and we could really have some deep state conspiracy.
Andrew, you need to miss one of these next ones so it's not that suspicious.
Call it.
All right, question 7. Dr. Spivey has a picture on his desk of him holding what?
I think this is a pretty hard one, so we'll see. We'll see. No?
Dr. Spivey has a picture on his desk of him holding what?
Not when you get the answers or the questions before.
Yeah. All you have to do is you just fill it in ahead of time.
I can't believe the legitimacy of live movie podcast trivia is being questioned right now.
Everything is being questioned right now. I don't trust any sources.
To confirm, we are in the 369 portion of the program.
Yep.
Thank you for confirming.
That doctor has eyebrows that won't quit. Just want to point that out.
I don't know, him or Peter Gallagher, who has like eyebrow supremacy there.
Probably Peter Gallagher.
Right? Like forever and always champion of eyebrows.
What if you throw Martin Scorsese into that fight?
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That does complicate things.
And I believe Bogdan from Breaking Bad is also on the Mount Rushmore of, if anyone's seen that.
He's not immediately
Because
coming to mind.
Walter White literally says, "Fuck you and your eyebrows" to him.
Actually, that's where that came from. Because that's what Saul says. Saul says to him, he's like, that guy with the eyebrows that won't quit, that guy's not a Danny.
All right. We all have answers. All right. Jen, let's start with you. 3, 6, or 9?
I did a 3. I'm less confident on this one. I believe it was a prize sturgeon. Like surgeon, but sturgeon, a fisherman.
Andrew, what do you got?
He, for 9 points, is holding a fish. And McMurphy says he guesses it's 40 pounds, and the doc's like 32.
Thanks for the flex, Andrew.
No problem.
Tom, what do you have?
Took 6 and golf trophy.
Actually,
A picture of a golf trophy?
I actually don't know if that's wrong. Maybe
So it's a picture of him holding a trophy.
there's other pictures on the table, so maybe Showbot, you can look that up. But I actually don't know if that's wrong for sure. The correct answer that I was looking for is a fish. A sturgeon is a fish, right?
Yeah.
It is a fish.
Okay, I'll give you the points then. So Jen and Andrew, good job. I believe it's a chinook, right? A chinooker?
That's a type of salmon.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a
Wow.
type of salmon
Who's
right
flexing now on real world
It's not
knowledge?
All right, moving on to question 8.
Oops.
A sturgeon is a real ugly fish, Jen.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, those are ugly.
After McMurphy sneaks in Candy for the Christmas party, and by Candy, I don't mean actually Candy. The woman's name is Candy. What song does she sing over the microphone?
I think he means the stuff that you exchange in raves. Just get.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. No, I'm just like in rave mode.
So when Candy sneaks into the hospital for the Christmas party, what song does she sing over the microphone? It's a very famous song. I'll tell you that.
Sorry.
All right. Everyone good? Andrew, you have a 3 and a 6 left.
I will bet 3 points, and I will go with WAP. Or somewhere over the rainbow. But WAP, final answer.
Okay. Tom, you have a 3 and 9 left.
I'm going to do 3 and happy birthday, Mr. President.
That would be a
And-
better scene.
Again, 6 and a 9 left. What is your answer?
All right. Doing 9 points. I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus.
Also a better scene.
The correct answer is row, row, row your boat. So I stumped all of you on that one.
Well, Andrew finally just got my message that he has to throw a question, or else
Stop it.
executive
Stop it.
producer Donna Brazil is going to be really mad at us.
Yep.
All right, moving on to question 9. They don't get any easier. Sorry. What are the first words uttered by Chief? Do you know this, Andrew?
I think so.
Once again, what are the first words uttered by Chief? I'll give you guys a hint. I'm looking for two words here.
Was this part of? Did anyone read this in high school?
No, I haven't.
I actually don't know how to read.
My wife read it in high school. I was wondering if it was a Midwestern thing.
What does she think of the book? Do you know?
I think she thinks in this case, like only a couple other cases, the movie might be better.
Wow. That's surprising.
Take that, Ken Kesey.
Yeah. Cry all the way to the bank.
All right, Tom and Jen, we need more time. Tom, you're good. Jen, you can have 30 seconds.
All right.
Do you think Chief ever made it to the NBA?
Definitely could have been a G League player.
Needs to work on his rim protection without goaltending, though.
I actually think one of my favorite like random shots from this movie is when he starts playing basketball and he like walks back on defense, but he has like a real like swagger to him when he walks. I really enjoyed that.
He's got a little Dikembe Mutombo in him, I think. All right, Tom, let's start with you. You have a 9-pointer left. Please move. Jen, what do you got?
All right, it's my 6-pointer. Flying finger bangs.
What? What?
What are the chances? That's what I had. No.
Andrew, what do you have? What is the answer here?
Thank you.
The correct answer is thank you. Just I'm continuing to be extremely impressed right now. These are very tough questions. All right, so let's do a scoring recap before we go to the quote round. Jen, you have 9 points. Tom, you have 15. No, you have 10 points.
So close.
All right. And Andrew, you have 37 points.
Risk it all.
So the pain
You
will continue
coward.
for two of you. Here are your 4 quotes. Don't wash your blank in public. That's spoken by McMurphy. Blank spoken by Chief. Wait a minute. You've never heard the word blank spoken by Harding. And the best thing we can do is go on with our blank spoken by Nurse Ratched.
I will offer the hint that flying finger bangs is not an answer for one of these quotes.
Well, I'm back to square one now.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry to make you start all over after 10 seconds of thinking, but Andrew Teresa Alden would like to remind you that Rochester, New York is not in the Midwest.
Says who?
Wait.
If it's close to Niagara Falls, it counts. I don't know.
Are you breaking a sweat at all, Andrew?
Yeah, the last one is a little bit tricky because I think it's not 2 words.
Well, look at your notes that you got.
Yeah, check your email. It's correct.
Yeah. You sent it to my email, my work email, Parker.
Who?
Yeah, who you talking to? Hold on.
This is actually our insurance policy, is that we intentionally put a wrong answer and then sent the answer we want to Andrew so that nobody else would get it.
Devious.
Hey Steinman, do you have a backup band called the Heartbreakers? Because you're being Tom Petty right now. Boom.
Wow.
Roasted.
Wow. Boom roast.
So Jen, you're ready? You got your
I
four
think
answers?
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Andrew, are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Tom, where are we
Yep.
at?
We're
All
ready.
right.
We're done.
Let's start with Tom. Give me
Okay.
your 4 quotes.
Don't wash your private part in public. Please move. Wait a minute. You've never heard of the word WAP? And the best thing we could do is go on with our blanket lives.
Okay. Those are 4 answers. Jen, what do we have?
All right. So don't wash your lace undergarments in public. Mashed potatoes. Wait a minute. You've never heard the word flibberty gibbet? And the best thing we can do is go on with our miserable lives, I believe.
Yeah. That sounds better.
All right, Andrew. Let's see if you get any of these points here.
Don't wash your dirty underwear in public. Juicy fruit. Wait, you've never heard the word peculiar? Which is weird because I think the 2 guys who he says it to actually are supposed to be gay. But anyway, the best thing we can do is go on with our routine. I thought it was the best thing we can do is proceed with our day, but I think I'm going to go with our routine.
All right. The correct answers are, you got them all except it's daily routine. Our daily routine.
Kind of split the difference there.
Yeah, the word hour was already on the screen there.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Yeah, you did.
I think you're gonna pull through though, if I had to guess. So before we get to the final, here are the scores. Jen, you have 9 points. Tom, you have 10 points, and Andrew, you have 43 points.
It all comes down to the final round.
Yeah, it's anybody's game, guys.
Yep. So before you go on, I need your wagers. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and give everyone their max bet because I don't know. I have a feeling mathematically that it doesn't matter.
I would think it's your daily double.
Here is the final question. During the group therapy session, 2 votes take place to decide whether or not to change the schedule and watch the World Series. How many total raised hands does McMurphy get in these 2 votes?
So you add the 2 votes together to get the total number?
Yes. Exactamundo. I was surprised Miss Ratchet was like even open for a vote. I figured she'd just shut it down.
Well, the trump card, right, was that she was going to count everyone.
Oh yeah. So she knew that they didn't have the votes.
You don't
She likes a fixed game, if you know what I mean. She's not honest.
All right, we have answers on this one. Tom, you look very deep in contemplation.
Oh no, I'm ready.
You ready? All right.
Yeah.
Tom, you were in 3rd place.
I
Or
was
no,
not.
sorry, Jen, you were in 3rd place. My bad.
Yeah.
I wagered you 9 points. What is your answer?
I'd prefer to keep 8 points just in case, like I can have like the one, if that's okay.
That's
Is
fine.
that all right?
Yeah, totally fine.
Okay. All right. I put 3,712.
Wow.
Close. It's close.
Big-
I'll say that.
It's a big
Yeah.
fucking asylum.
Is there like a buffer?
Wait, is there like room on either side of the actual number?
Yeah.
No.
No, they have to be spot on. Okay.
Ah,
All right, Tom.
Shot my shot.
You had 10 points.
17.
And Andrew, do you know this one? How many total?
I think it's 13. 3 the first time, 10 the second time. Of course, if you want to go with that the Chiefs vote didn't count because the polling was closed, the answer would be 12, right?
Chiefs vote didn't count because the pollings were closed, and the correct answer is 12. 3 votes the first time, 9 votes the second time. I'm going to give you the points, Andrew.
Wow.
So it's 63 points. You are the winner, and you secure a spot in the finals. Congratulations.
No friends in high school. I've been leading to this point.
Was that the biggest blowout? Is that the biggest win by anybody?
No, we've had some lopsided games.
I think Luke LeBen once won so badly that the two other players quit. They stopped answering questions. I think at one point. So
that's unsportsmanlike.
I agree.
Yeah, it's just a game. It doesn't matter. I hope we all had fun anyway, talking about movies and stuff. Let's do some fun tiebreakers here. Shout out answers if you think you know them. How many Oscars was this movie nominated for?
3,712.
Almost
7?
I think what's the answer?
5?
9. It won 5. It won the big 5.
It won 5,
and
yeah.
Nominated for 9.
it beat Jaws for a bunch of awards, which I think now is kind of probably surprising.
All right, guys, that's One Flew Over the Nest Cuckoos trivia. Tom and Jen, thank you so much for playing. Andrew,
I'm sorry. What movie is this?
What?
What? It's one. Never mind. Okay, never mind.
Did I say something wrong? What did I say wrong?
One Flew Over the Nest Cuckoos, I think was what you said.
Oh, my bad.
You're good, man. You're good.
It's not like that.
Anyway, congratulations, Andrew. Thank you all for playing. And if you guys want to plug something, go ahead. Here's your moment.
Well, we are all part of Kumquat Corner, but we will be taking a break during these difficult times or these times that are going on, and it's just so
We're on hiatus.
yeah,
Till, things
January.
are crazy right now.
Yeah. So we've done 5 episodes, but the plan is we're going to be working from this time till the beginning of New Year, and then we'll be dropping our new episodes beginning of the New Year. So.
Jen?
Vote.
Good plug. Good plug.
Well, I'd like to thank everyone that would make this possible. Through to the Boys and Girls Club of America, who has sponsored this victory. And thank you all for coming and being here and giving me this opportunity.
Wait, they sponsored you?
They sponsored me. I was sponsored.
Hey, you? What the heck?
Yeah, I thought that's how it worked. I thought you find a charity that will sponsor you. I thought that's how that worked.
Yeah, the charity gives you the money.
Right.
for
Yeah.
winning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why else are we doing this?
For charity?
Yeah. Yeah.
From
For
charity.
charity.
From
I-
charity.
It's from
Oh.
charity.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. It's from charity, right?
Yeah.
But go vote.
All right. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.